Alright guys, I'm here with,
Adam Marcus.
thank you for being on the show. So you're known for making Jason Goes to Hell, the script, and Texas Chainsaw 3D.
Yes.
We'll start with Jason Goes to Hell.
Sure.
This movie is a movie that some people like or hate. I'm in the like category of this
Thank
one.
you, I appreciate
so I
that.
thought it was different. It was made like. Now, what got you the idea of making this movie, screenplay wise?
Well, the idea behind it simply came from the fact that I had an edict to get rid of the hockey mask in the franchise. So Sean Cunningham had given me that task, and as long as I get rid of the hockey mask, I was able to write and direct it. So I said, sure, I'll do what I got to do. So building off the idea of how do I get the mask out of the film, I built a story around that could do that. However, sneakily, because I'm a huge Friday fan and I love the mask, I figured out a way to get the mask back in the movie as well. So
Awesome. Yeah, I like the concept without the mask and the changing of the bodies. What gave you the idea for doing that with the demon that
changing
comes
of the
out?
bodies, it's funny because a lot of people always note that it's similar to The Hidden. I had not seen The Hidden when I wrote Jason Goes to Hell. So I had, however, had a massive love affair with the movie The Thing, which is one of my favorite films of all time. And so for me, The Thing is much more akin to what I was trying to do with Jason Goes to Hell, which is this idea of like loss of self, which I have a real connection to. Like I actually find that very frightening. And so I wanted to make a movie that was about not only not knowing where Jason is at any time, because look, I think one of the things that gets lost in our franchises as we go from chapter to chapter is people start rooting for the villain. Well, that's not a horror movie anymore. That's an action film. That's that's no different than Bruce Willis saying "Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker." So I wanted to make Jason scary again. Well, for me, the thing that's scary is not knowing when the monster's coming or what the monster looks like. And so to put Jason's evil in other people allowed me that cloaking. The other part of it is, I thought the idea of Jason is inside of you, but you're still there, is terrifying. Like this idea that you're not your own person anymore.
You're not controlling your own body.
Exactly.
So,
That's horrifying. And then when Jason leaves your body, because it's too toxic, your body starts to break down. The idea of like you've been left and now your body disintegrates. That's why the melting man sequence is one of my favorite things in that film.
oh yeah, I like that part when as the
But
body
it's
comes out, he just melts down.
Right,
So.
it's the pain of having been that evil. So there's something about all those ideas that really turned me on to like how I can do the body swapping.
Awesome. Now, in this movie too, the Book of the Dead is in there. So, and people are saying it is Jason like a deadite now, technically.
Yeah.
In your concept, it is a deadite.
Here's the thing. First thing is that Jason Goes to Hell is canon. I love when people say it's not canon. No, it's canon. It's in the franchise, guys. And by the way, it was produced by the guy who made the original Friday the 13th. So everybody needs to cut it out with that stuff. You can like the movie, not like the movie. That's cool, but it is canon. I'm sorry. Fan films are not canon. Fan films are awesome, and they're fan films. The movies in the franchise are the movies in the franchise, like them or not. That said, look, the thing about Jason Goes to Hell that I think is actually a blessing, not a curse, is that it is divisive. Not everybody's going to like everything, and that's okay too. Like, I'm okay with people not liking me. That's great. I always like to talk about them. Why do you not like it? Usually it's because the hockey mask goes away. That's usually the biggest problem. Or that I made Jason a deadite. Here's the thing. Jason being brought back by the Book of the Dead allows for so many plot holes in the Friday the 13th franchise to get fixed. And there are a ton of plot holes. There's absolutely no reason why this hydrocephalic-headed kid from the first movie 2 weeks later is 160 pounds heavier, knows how to drive, knows how to read, has a great sense of humor because he hides Alice's head in the refrigerator, and then he hides and waits for Alice to find it because that'll be hilarious. Okay, that little boy has that sense of humor?
Oh, yeah.
No.
There's no content and everything. Like even between 2 and 3, technically at the end of 2, he's wearing overalls.
Right.
At the beginning of 3, he's back with the brown clothes. And
Absolutely.
He just changed clothes and shave his head.
And here's the thing: if you let it be that he is Hell's assassin, and you call him a Deadite, you call him a Revenant, you call him anything you want to call him from the Book of the Dead, this idea that there's like this narrow concept, it's a Deadite. No, it can be something else. But it's the idea that bad magic, black magic brought this thing back up. If you give the franchise that depth, suddenly all of the sins of the franchise go away instantaneously.
It's true. Now, what was your favorite kill?
My favorite kill in the movie?
Yeah.
Oh, hands down, it's the Split Girl.
Split Girl?
Yeah, it's a split up the middle. Michelle Clooney's death is, look, I know for a lot of people, even people who don't love the movie, they love that kill, and they love most people love the effects in the movie. King and Bean did an incredible job, Bob Kurtzman and Howard, they did amazing. That said, there's nothing more satisfying in that film than that kill, because the audience had no idea it was coming and were horrified when it happened.
I know, I loved it. When I saw that, I was like, oh shit, like this,
It's just cool.
Now, the Creighton Duke character,
Yes.
I was told that, I don't know if it's true or not, but I was told that originally it was supposed to be a Tommy Jarvis type thing.
No.
That was not the idea? No?
No. The Stephen Freeman character, John LeMay's character, was supposed to be Tommy Jarvis.
Okay.
But I couldn't use Tommy Jarvis because New Line hadn't bought the character from Paramount.
Okay.
So illegally I couldn't use it. Creighton Duke was always Dean Lorey and my version of Captain Quint from Jaws.
Okay.
We're both ridiculous Jaws fans, and we wanted our own version of Quint, and that's what Creighton Duke was.
Awesome. Now, the end with the Freddy grabbing them out, was there ever a plan to quickly make a Jason versus Freddy right away, or was
No,
that just...
we actually, well, they were going to make a Freddy versus Jason pretty close to that, because I pitched for that. And then that didn't happen because Wes Craven wanted to make New Nightmares, so that took everything off the table. But I did not know they were going to make Freddy vs. Jason when I was making this movie. The last image with the glove was something I came up with myself, and they went with it.
Okay.
So they loved it. But they loved it because they knew we're putting these two guys together. That was not part of that wasn't anything I was told to do.
Okay, cool. Now let's switch over to Texas Chainsaw 3D.
I love it.
Again, it's another movie that some people like or hate. I'm told.
Absolutely.
I liked it.
Thank you.
And it's a continuation from the original,
It sure is.
which goes in. Now, what was your idea? What was your envision for this? What got
Well,
you?
so I can tell you. So my incredible writing partner and wife Deborah Sullivan, she wrote the picture with me, and I mean you can tell them like how that happened.
It was crazy. New Line had it. They were going to make a movie out of it, and they had Lionsgate. I'm sorry, not awake. I'm still on LA Times. And they brought in 17 writers to make this, pitch it. And we were the 17th here to come in. We knew they needed it fast, so we went ahead and started writing it. We put in a whole scene and an outline and everything went in, and that's how we won the job.
And our concept was we wanted to start exactly from when the first film left off. And so much so that we were like, when we pitched it, we were like, take that last scene of the first movie and separate the layers. And even though the movie was shot in 3D, it was not a conversion. We're like, convert the end of the last film, or the first film, convert that into 3D, and we'll start there, because our whole thing was, well, okay, Sally gets away.
What happens next?
Right, wouldn't she go to the cops?
Yeah,
And the
exactly.
cops would come out to the farmhouse, like that's that. So the idea that the cops were going to come, and then we had this thought that everybody around them hated them because of who they were, so they wanted to burn them out too. So now you've got the cops showing up, you've got the town coming almost to kill Frankenstein's monster with their torches.
Exactly.
And the family fights back. And so we love that opening sequence. Like that was the whole reason we wanted to make the movie, was that we would start with
That's
that.
the thing that when Toby read it, he was so impressed with it. He was like, you made the sequel to my movie.
Nice. Yeah, 'cause, and you had a lot of the classic characters, and you had Gunnar Hansen playing in it, and everybody else, and they,
Oh yeah.
Bill Moseley replaced.
We got Bill Moseley
yeah.
in there, which is amazing.
Exactly. It was really cool. Now, what was one of the kills in this movie that you enjoyed to do the most?
We had a lot of kills that actually didn't show up in the movie, because when we wrote the film, we wrote a $20 million movie. They ended up making an $8 million movie. violent.
Oh, okay.
And that reduced things tremendously. So our original script had a lot more gore and a lot bigger kills.
And a lot more 3D.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes. For example, Alexandra Daddario's character, Heather, her boyfriend, played by Trey Songz in the movie. In the film, the van rolls over and he gets like a piece of glass in his throat from the window, which I think is an insanely lame way for a character to die in a horror movie. Our version of it,
And not very 3D.
not 3D at all.
No.
The car flips and it's on its side. So Trey Songz would be laying against what is the ceiling, the roof of the car, and Alexandra's on what would be the floor across from each other. And they hear the chainsaw outside. They don't know where it's coming from, and suddenly. And the chainsaw comes through his chest at Alexandra, and he reactively grabs the chainsaw and his fingers launch off into her face
That-
in 3D.
That I would have liked to see. That I really would have liked to see.
We would have loved to have seen it.
That would have been fun to see.
We had a stampede of cattle right before Act 3 at the I don't know if people know this or not, but it's horrifying. So the slaughterhouses for cattle, when they mass produce this stuff, they are right next to where all the cattle live. So the cattle are smelling their own death
Yeah, it's
their
true.
entire lives. It's so terrifying. And here's the thing. We had this scene where the cattle stampeded, and Alexandra's hiding in their pen. And so they're rushing, and Leatherface comes through with the chainsaw, and they all kind of break into a stream away from him. So
Okay.
you've got him walking through with the chainsaw, and all these cattle, and again in 3D. Like I was like, that's your poster, guys.
Yeah, that would have been cool in 3D.
That's the poster of the movie.
Our Ferris wheel carnival scene
Way longer.
3 times longer.
Way longer.
And much more complicated.
Yes. There were over a dozen people killed in that sequence alone.
See, I would like to see that version. Honestly, that would have been like the better version.
I would love to have seen that version too.
Yeah.
That would be really cool. Now, the kill I like the most, and I thought it was really cool. It's the guy who they pick up and start stealing from them.
Yeah.
And with the hammer and just bashing his face in. I thought that was really well done.
Yeah.
And I thought that was all
It was well
practical
done.
too. So that was pretty cool too.
No, look, they made a good movie. We just know how much of a movie that was left on the script pages that didn't get to the
Exactly.
that
When you're
didn't get to the
rewatching,
screen.
you're like, oh, this would have been longer. This would have been better.
Broke
with
our
this.
hearts. And also, look, there was no smartphone scene in our script because the movie takes place in 1993. Smartphones weren't invented until 2007. We didn't write the line "Do your thing, cuz," because it's a terrible line. There's things that get. And look, this is what happens around.
Yeah, I hear a lot of people don't like that one. Like when he throws the chainsaw, do you think? Cause it's like, yeah.
We did not write that.
I would have just threw it and just let her walk away, not say anything. Just there, do your stuff type thing. So.
Do it. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it, and have a good day.
You too.